All right, gents, welcome back. So today this is something I've been wanting to do for a little bit now, and I had somebody ask if I could do a quick video on it. IFAK. This is how we've kind of decided to standardize with our guys how we carry our IFAKs, fanny packs. This right here is the Spiritus one. It's a Spiritus fanny sack, I think. So pretty simple design. It sits well. It's not the greatest solution, but it is a solution that everybody can compromise on. So mine is pretty well used. Been using this for a while, a couple of years now, actually, for different applications. But we decided to standardize on how we carry, and fanny pack is the way for us. If you have armor, if you're just wearing a belt, if you're going plain clothes, whatever you're doing, fanny pack can go with. We have, multicam, ranger green, whatever kind of colors you want to rock, doesn't matter to me. We don't really give a fuck on our team what kind of fanny pack you have. Could be a JanSport one, doesn't matter. The Spiritus one has worked really well for me, and I think most of us have kind of gone this route. Let's see, it's a little bit of a tight fit, but all the contents will fit in here just fine, plus a little extras. So on the bottom, I've seen a lot of dudes run their tourniquets on the bottom through these grommets. I don't like that. It's just something else that's sitting there smacking me in the crotch as I'm walking around. When I put mine on, it usually gets shifted to my lumbar. So this kind of just gets the front strap, get kind of looped under my belt buckle. And they're pretty easy to extend. So it just kind of sits on my lumbar. And if I need it, you just pop it off, unwrap it, and now you're ready to go. So that is kind of the thought process behind what I do, how I do it, and kind of the why. So this front mesh here on the Spiritus one is kind of stretchy, as opposed to the Cordura that's not. So up front, I have to repack this, which is kind of why I'm doing this now. Unfortunately, we did have to kind of use some of the contents. It's really helpful when everybody you run with is standardized and has their own shit, and you can just kind of pull off a buddy. But we had a guy who was not, running with us regularly, didn't have his shit, and it was just easier for me to take out of mine. So the contents, in this front zipper pocket, I keep a little boo-boo kit. So in here, moleskin, Band-Aids, Benadryl, some kind of a 24-hour allergy like Zyrtec, some Zofran, loperamide, Imodium, Dayquil, and just some random odds and ends. Also in there is bacitracin ointment. If you don't have a sulfa allergy, triple antibiotics, fine. This is intended to be used on you. So whatever you want to pack for some kind of an antibiotic ointment, kind of up to you. Use this way more than the actual contents of the main compartment, and that's the way it should be. So always have some basic boo-boo stuff on you. I keep up front, I keep my pill pack. I think this just came with some batteries. You can see that kind of with the light. But it's a hard case. I think it's meant to fit like CR123s, and it just fits in there perfectly. So I keep that in there, and I always keep a pair of Ear Pro. So these are the Surefire ones, and they are fantastic. They're great. They're an awesome kind of backup to have. So I just dummy corded it to one of the zippers, so they're always there. Getting into the contents, I vacuum seal. So I personally order, pack, document, store, and do everything with my team's IFAKs. I know they're all identical. The way they're packed is identical. Everything about them. We vacuum seal them, make them water resistant. Everything's nice, tight package. So when I open it up, my tourniquet comes out. I keep tourniquets in other places as well, but there's always at least one in here. If we're doing something where I think I might need another one, I might use those grommets on the bottom. I just really don't like It sits well under there. I just don't like having additional shit hanging off. Personal preference. So for the IFAK, I've done stuff on IFAKs in the past. What I recommend is kind of what I pack. So at least one cat tourniquet. If you want to rock soft T-wides, that's fine. Sam's, the ratcheting ones, whatever, dealer's choice on those. Just make sure that it's COTC recommended. Pulling it out. So I did have to dig into it. Looks a little discombobulated. On the bottom is a TCCC card. That way you could document everything that you did. And they're pretty tear resistant and waterproof. And usually there's a rubber band that is somewhere like this extra one. I keep two in here. This is usually stuck inside, and then this is just kind of hanging out on the bottom. So I'll keep an extra one and then one for me. So let's move fanny pack over. In it, keep one thing of Z-fold gauze, non-hemostatic, and I'll keep another thing of compressed gauze. So 2 things of gauze for wound packing. Gloves, keep 2 pairs. 14 gauge ARS needle. Size to me 28 French NPA. This is a compression dressing, 6-inch North American Rescue ETD. And then finally, hyphen chest seals, twin pack. I've said it before, I like to include a little bit of duct tape. I think this is 100-mile-an-hour tape. I keep a couple of strips on this, so I can open this, use the chest seals, and then the packaging can make additional chest seals if needed, if I don't have anything else. Also helps secure bandages, whatever else you're doing. In a pinch, duct tape works just fine as a Band-Aid or as moleskin. Great to have it. I may add some more to the inside. It's kind of a personal preference thing, but all my guys have this. It's all identical, all dog-eared, all the same. In there, I also put a little piece of Velcro because the inside of the Spiritus bag is lined hook and loop. That way it just kind of helps stay in there if the fanny pack is open. Once it's open, contents can go in your cargo pocket. This can fit your trash. Take your trash with you. You don't want people knowing what you're using. Guys, this is just a quick rundown of what I keep in my IFAK fanny pack. All fits in here, goes with me wherever. If I'm out hiking or whatever, not doing anything wild, I can throw this on, either wrap it around my bag, secure it on the back, I can put it on my waist, whatever we're doing. But simple, not crazy expensive. I think the total contents can be had for like 60 bucks, 70 bucks. Fanny pack works with everything you carry.